Were you approached about Ryzen with Fedor this last one?
Yes.
And how much of a thinking cap did you have to put on? Was it an immediate no, or was it something that you mulled over for a weekend?
You gotta. I think you have to mull it over.
Right.
I have to, talk to the people that are in my life and that are important to me, and their opinions matter. And
we must have missed that call.
I think so.
And make an educated decision. I think you have to do that, but I don't think it took me a whole weekend.
Mm-hmm. And what did it come down to? Just performance or money?
It's not a huge money issue.
Okay.
I mean, the kind of money they're talking about is significant.
Nice.
But it's more about, doing the sport justice, doing myself justice, going back into the sport. What kind of physical challenges are there at 52 years old to put my body back through all that to get back up to the kind of shape and do the things I know I need to do it right. It is a lot to ask.
Now, can we say this as fans? If you were to go in there and fight, and let's just go with the worst case scenario, it doesn't go your way. In my opinion, your legacy is not tarnished. I think we would all understand the layoff. Like you said, 52 years.
I mean, I get that.
What is it from your end? I guess it's that personal pride. I guess that you want to deliver the best performance possible, because we kind of all know that both guys have had a layoff, and it may not look like it would have been back when it almost happened at Affliction.
Yeah. I'm more worried about sustaining an injury that's going to affect the rest of my life.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay.
This is not an easy sport. I mean, look, something as silly as getting a finger in the eye. Fractured orbit. I've been down that road once before, and I think there's a serious possibility that not just in the fight itself, but in the training process, trying to get my body back into the kind of shape I need.
That's true.
That I'm not sure that it's up for that challenge, to be honest. I've been happily retired for 4 years. I feel like in a lot of ways the sport's changed quite a bit in the 4 years that I've been out. Certainly with Zuffa and the UFC, it's changed. Now, obviously, I'm contractually free to fight if I wanted to come back out. I'm just not sure it makes a lot of sense for me right now.
I heard Ryzen pays good.
I've been focused on acting and traveling a lot, and there's a difference between being in shape. I'm in decent shape, but that's not the same as being in fight shape and not being on the mat, being in training camps, being in the gym setting, learning new skills and keeping the skills you have sharp. So for me to come out now after 4 years layoff, it would be a big challenge. And
but I think Fedor had a similar layoff. So
he's actually had a little longer layoff, which was one of the questions I had about him coming back. But he's not a dummy. They, not that they didn't put him with a real fighter. They put him with a real fighter, but did they put him with a world-class fighter? No. So, he realizes he needs some time to kind of get back into the groove and get back up to speed too. If I was to seriously consider it and they came up with a number that made that worth it to me, to put all the other stuff that I'm doing in my life right now on hold to get back into the gym and really get back on the fight path, get back in that kind of shape, I would need some time.
You're obviously a seven figures guy, right?
I'd want to, run in and do some, a tune-up or two before I walked in there and fought a guy like him.